Actions and reactions to Arsenal vs AS Monaco. What are the things we learnt and noticed in our Emirates Cup final win and other Arsenal news today? Let's find out.
Yo, what's up, good night around the world? It's your boy Junior 7 and it's the Arsenal Roundup again. Welcome back to your boys channel. Beautiful all scenes around, beautiful stories that we have today to share with you. Come on, let's get into today's video. Oh, one of the things we learned in Arsenal 1, Monaco 1. Yes, Monaco were finally defeated in penalty shootout, which ended 5-4. Former Liverpool player Romano was the one that missed the penalty, which Aaron Ramsey did well and saved it to ensure Arsenal victory, which Gabriel was the one who sealed it with the last spot kick. Okay, one of the things we learned in Arsenal 1, AS Monaco 1, which later ended in Arsenal winning on penalty shootout. First, Captain Nketiah was given the responsibility of the armband for our game against the AS Monaco in the Emirates Cup final, which was played. It's beautiful things you want to see because this young lad came from Chelsea Academy at some point of his career and also joined Arsenal Academy, and since then he has been an ill-earned prospect, which eventually led to him becoming our first team player. These are beautiful things you want to see. You want to see a player come from the scratch from your academy and come into the first team, and now he captains the team on a big game. So it's a beautiful thing to see that one of our players coming from our AL Academy is finally making it to the lights of the world. And big kudos to Nketiah. He's come a long way and definitely is a beautiful figure for young talent and young lads at the world to see, and even players, young prospects also at the AL Academy to set an example for them. So we are so happy and delighted to see Captain Nketiah in the game against AS Monaco. But what are the things Captain Nketiah was able to do in that game? Nketiah was really instrumental. It was one that equalized the goal after a very brilliant cross from the corner kick from Gabriel Martinelli. Of course, we know he knows how to do that very well. He was able to cross the ball well and ensured that Nketiah was able to tap it in very swiftly, and that was how we equalized against AS Monaco after an early lead from Fofana for AS Monaco. So Nketiah was really instrumental in that game, and it's beautiful things you love to see. Secondly, Declan Rice and Partey combination. Yes, in that game we saw, I've always talked about the importance of Thomas Partey, and that came to light again in that game against AS Monaco. I once said in this channel that Thomas Partey makes everyone playing around him look better, and that's exactly what he did for Declan Rice. He helped it, and kudos to Mikel Arteta for having that idea of pairing them together. It will help Declan Rice. If you could see the difference when Partey was missing in his first game, Declan Rice was much more comfortable on the ball, was much more able to do the stuff he wants to do, and Arteta actually played him in an advanced role, in like in number 8 role, and that was where he actually excelled in that game because Partey was doing all the dirty works of the midfield for him and was trying to compose the midfield, which we all know he knows how to do very well. So Partey and Declan Rice were able to have some neat combinations and also have some neat exchanges, controlling the midfield and making our midfield look composed, and for the good part of the first half was really looking very solid. So definitely we have two gems on our hands, and of course I've always been an advocate of Thomas Partey staying at the club because definitely is a very important player for us in terms of our midfield and our midfield stability. So Declan Rice and Thomas Partey were really brilliant in that game, and these are absolutely things you love to see. Another thing we noticed in that game again is Super Gabriel Martinelli is back. Yes, don't forget he wasn't starting the game against our preseason game in USA against FC Barcelona, and definitely he is back right now because he's back in the starting lineup and back for a banger because he was really confident in that game, was playing, giving a lot of threat to the AS Monaco defense, and he was able to provide an assist that led to our equalizing goal, which ended 1-1. But definitely we saw the version of Premier League typical Gabriel Martinelli in that game. It shows he's coming back to his best after the off-season, of course, the preseason. Now we have our Gabriel Martinelli back on full speed, full pace, full acceleration, and everything you know about Gabriel Martinelli. His movements too were superb, and a lot of other stuff we noticed about him. In terms of his movement, it was top class, and AS Monaco defenders were finding it very, very hard to deal with it. So Gabriel Martinelli was back in that game with a banger, and he almost scored a goal even for a good timely defending effort by AS Monaco defenders. So Super Gabriel Martinelli is back. Another thing we noticed in that game is the composed and versatile Jurrien Timber. Yes, Jurrien Timber, look, this man is really turning out to be a top signing for Arsenal. Definitely, there was no doubt about his ability when he was coming to Arsenal, but he's showing the world, right? Look, I'm here, I own this place right now, and I want to take my spot. So definitely, our fullbacks needs to be very, very careful, if you know what I mean. So definitely, we are having a fullback, a centre back, a left winger, a left back, a right back, a left midfield player, a right midfield player. This man is so versatile. I'm really very, very impressed about Jurrien Timber. The early signs is showing that of an already established Arsenal player that is probably coming on from our own academy, and that's what you love to see as Arsenal fans, when a player easily integrates and slots into a team, and that's what we are seeing currently from Jurrien Timber. Man was really playing very well. He combined well with Declan down the left. He started as a left back for Arsenal, and he was able to play also at the right wing, playing some neat exchanges with Fabrizio, playing at the right wing too. He had an opportunity also to make some crosses, also which he did very well, looking very composed on the ball. Man is really turning to be one of our best signings ever in Arsenal Football Club. So kudos to Mikel Arteta and the technical staffs and other transfer equipment staffs too for spotting this man and bringing him to the Emirates. And these are things you love to see. Wait a minute, you might have not watched the game, so well, your boy got it covered. Let's know what and how Declan Rice fared in that game. Our expensive signing for £105 million from West Ham. Let's see his stats in that game. What are Declan Rice stats in that game? Of course, we have been seeing Jurrien Timber more, but Declan Rice was not in the lineup for FC Barcelona game, but now he was back. So let me give you the stats in case you missed the game. So these are the stats. So Declan Rice versus AS Monaco. It was 62 minutes played. He was able to have 90% passing accuracy. That was 35/37 for 8 touches, 5 passes into final third, 4 duels won, 2 tackles made, and 2 recoveries. So in case you missed that game, these are his stats in that game. It was superb. I told you Thomas Partey would do a lot of work in that midfield. He is the engine of Arsenal midfield, no doubt, but he's helping other players like Declan Rice, who's just settling in, play better, and that's of course what we want to see as Arsenal fans. But my own view, do you feel Arsenal manager Mikel Arteta should continue playing Declan Rice in an advanced role beside the likes of Thomas Partey? Comment in the comment section down below. Lastly, on the things we noticed and learnt in Arsenal versus Monaco is Smith Rowe confidence is getting back. Yes, Smith Rowe confidence is really getting back. That's another thing we noticed. Smith Rowe was able to play alongside Partey too. He played on the right hand side of the midfield alongside the likes of Fabrizio, who was ahead of him, praising Saka. Then he was able to have some brilliant strings of performances and displays in the midfield. He was able to combine well. He was in hand also to block a very lofty cross that would have ended for a AS Monaco player to tap in and score us to make it 2-0, but it was in hand to block that, and that was definitely what we want to see from a player who is definitely learning the trade of the midfield better now. Last season we saw him playing more on the flanks, but this season it looks like Arteta wants to integrate him into the midfield. That's the role probably our manager sees him playing this season with us. So we saw the Smith Rowe coming back. He was able to come back, make recoveries, trying to make some exchanges of passes, and also make some attacking runs, which of course at least you love to see for a player who of course have high expectations from all football fans and even Arsenal fans around the world about his potential and of course undoubted ability and talent. So let's see how it goes for Smith Rowe this season as we head into the new season. Okay, what else stuff did you notice in that game? Yes, we had in attendance Arsenal legend Arsenal icon, whatever you want to call him, a top manager, even the best manager of all time from Arsenal, Arsene Wenger in attendance. It was a special guest of honor, and of course, it was seen and was spotted at Arsenal Stadium, Emirates Stadium, in that game against AS Monaco. And definitely, of course, he had some brief exchanges with the player in the dressing room after the game, and also went to see his stage. Don't forget, they unveiled the stage recently outside the Emirates, and that was, of course, one of the reasons why he was present. But don't forget, he was there to watch a game against two big side, a French side, which he knows very well, and also his former side, Arsenal. Of course, these are things we love to see. To see Arsene Wenger come into the stadium again to watch us is really very brilliant. Finally, Saka was absent, and of course we have a report on Saka why he was absent in that game. Definitely we have a report today saying that Arteta confirmed he was fine but wasn't feeling great on the bench, and we didn't want to use him. I think he had some sickness, so we could not use him. So he told the Athletic he couldn't play, and we had Fabio Vieira playing there, and well, he played quite well, but definitely more room for improvement from our Portuguese young star. Hi guys, it's a wrap for today, and I would love to see you in our next video. And you might want to follow your boy on socials, Instagram NellyJr7, and you can also subscribe to our channel so that you don't get to miss any latest Arsenal news and top stories that are so exciting here. So please share also to your friends and follow Arsenal fans so that nobody gets to miss this big top stories we share here on Arsenal Roundup. And don't forget to turn on post notification so that you also don't get to miss our top stories on this channel. Alright guys, I will see you in our next video. Until then, your boy is out.